Good Breakfast Show Espresso on S3. We've been coming to you live from Clifton Fourth. Let's head on back to Graham and Ryle.
Yeah, thank you so much, Zoe. And we're still out here in the beautiful Clifton Beach, celebrating a beautiful partnership with DHL and Lifesaving South Africa. And we're not only talking about the incredible humanitarian aspect of lifesaving, but there's a sport involved in this beautiful thing too. And we're joined by a special gentleman this morning. Jed's still here in the building, of course, from DHL, but Craig van Rooyen, Director of Sport from Lifesaving South Africa. So good having you this morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, great, thank you. And morning to all the viewers out there, and morning to you, Ryle. Great to be here, appreciate it.
Craig, it's so good to see you on the beach. I mean, I'm always seeing in the competitions doing such incredible work. But let's talk about this thing called lifesaving and the sport of lifesaving. It's not often that you get a sport that has such a beautiful humanitarian aspect to it too, but take us through what's actually involved in all of this.
Absolutely, and the sport of lifesaving has actually been in place since the late 1800s. Originally it was developed to attract lifeguards to the movement and build up the federation. Yet over the years it's become such an important part of keeping our lifeguards fit and trained, and not only that, it's actually become a really competitive international sport. Currently we have 40 countries active in the sport of lifesaving. Here in South Africa we have over 4,000 active athletes, and we compete on an international basis every year. We see our high performance, our LSA lifeguards competing in Australia, New Zealand, Spain, Japan, Italy, USA, to name a few. So yes, it's a really important part of lifesaving in general.
And one thing I always admire about a lifeguard is the fact that it's not just one discipline within the sport. It's a multidiscipline aspect. We've got swimming, we've got kneeboarding, skiing, running, you name it. It requires so much on the individual when it comes to the sport. But what does it actually take? Can you take me through an average week with a lifeguard when it comes to training involved in the sport?
Yeah, so training from a perspective of lifesaving in general, it's a regular thing. It needs to be done all the time. Here in South Africa, most of our lifeguards, and especially our athletes, train all year round. When you get to the level of the high-performance athletes and you're representing your provincial team or the LSA national team, these guys are training anywhere between 4 and 12 sessions a week. They don't just train on the beach and in the sea. They're in the pool, they're at the gym. So it's a continuous program of training, and it's a lifestyle. And you can see by the performance we have worldwide. I mean, our athletes, we sit in the top 3 worldwide, so it's a great big accomplishment.
So true. And for me, being a young kid, seeing some of these stallions and what they do in the water, it was my inspiration. And honestly, I've been inspired ever since. But let's talk about something more practical. I mean, we're talking about the sport, we're talking about some of the events that take place around the country. One of those big events is the DHL Lifesaving South Africa National Championships. Now, I believe this is happening in October this year. Somewhat in the range of up to 2,000 athletes competing. What exactly is the entire showcase over this 8-day sporting event?
Yeah, great question, Ryle. And as you know, I've been convening this event for a number of years. So it is a passion of mine, the Lifesaving National Champs. We attract over 1,800 competitors on an annual basis. We've had it in Port Elizabeth, in my hometown, for the last 4 years. It's a massive event. We have from our under 8-year-olds right up to our masters. As you said, it's multidiscipline. We compete in both in the surf, in the beach, and we also do our still water lifesaving up at the pool. Our Lifesaving Champs is an event to showcase the talent of what our athletes actually offer in lifesaving in this country. It's a wonderful event. It's one not to be missed, and we're very fortunate. We've also brought back surf boating to lifesaving in South Africa, and I'm also hoping to see that on an international level soon. So yeah, great event. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, the surf boating, of course, it's a glamorous event and it takes a lot of gusto and fierce. One thing that also stands out for me is the fact that regardless of what age you are, from the age of 6 as a micro nipper, 8 all the way up to an old bully, you can do the sport, you can be an active lifeguard, and there's something for everybody. And also it's teaching you such valuable skills. Saving someone's life, first aid, drowning prevention, I mean, the list goes on. But what advice would you have for any youngsters out there that are looking to get into the sport, inspired by being a lifeguard and wanting to do their part to kind of save the world, protect the beach and everything else?
There's no better time than now. if you have an interest in lifesaving, contact a club, one of your local clubs, and join in. It's not just the sporting side, but lifesaving offers a really good social aspect. It's a fun sport to be involved in, and like you always say, we the federation that give back as humanitarians. So you're not just competing, you're not just saving lives, but it's a fun sport, building friendships for a lifetime. It's a very social sport. So get out there, get involved. There's clubs all over the country. We have 86 clubs worldwide. So if you are keen on it, start, and before you know it, you'll be passionate about it.
Beautiful. Now, Jed, I don't want to keep you too cold on the chair, but I believe you've got, apart from this incredible announcement of this partnership and where Lifesaving is going, I believe you've got some more news for us, right?
Absolutely, Raul. In fact, I'd like to call in my team for the day to join me for this exciting announcement.
Oh, you got the whole lifeguard crew. What's up, guys? How are we doing? Morning! Some of our heroes from the beach. These are the guys doing all this incredible work, people. Mzansi, if you're sitting on the couch at home, give them a huge round of applause. These are our heroes of the day. What's the news?
So one of the perks for me, obviously, of this partnership is I get to work from the beach for the day, right?
Yeah?
But yeah, no, the real reason for the last piece is around an announcement, and it's the brand ambassador for the partnership. And it's actually a gentleman that's been lifesaving since he was 8 years old, a double gold world champion lifesaver. Does it sound familiar? I'm pleased to announce that the brand ambassador for DHL Lifesaving South Africa is Raul de Monet.
Oh, wow, man.
Well done, Raul.
Absolute honor. Wow, Jed, thank you so much. You got me confused there for a second, but I got to say it's an absolute honor to take this role on, represent these incredible individuals. I think all these heroes out here need somewhat of a voice. So I'm so glad to be that, and thank you for being a part of this incredible journey too. Yeah! Clearly, guys, you can see the importance of lifeguards. You can see why they are such valuable people in our community, and don't go anywhere, because we're going to be shaking and baking and showing you what it takes to become lifeguard ready with a perfect workout that you can do at home. Stick around, and we've got a dance crew coming at you too. See you soon.